know what I'm saying, representing and come on the broadcast. That's good stuff. I thank you very much for that. Please introduce yourself officially for the people that's live stream right there.
All right, I'm Brian Brown, Mr. BMB Records himself.
What's going on? So you the CEO?
Yeah, the CEO.
The CEO. I gotta make, cause some people be like, you know, people call themselves CEO all the time, and they just be like, you know what I'm saying, the intern. You know what I'm saying? They just come out of town and be like, nigga, yeah, that's my shit, cause they got a T-shirt on. You gotta make sure we get shit clear. I'm telling you something. You know it, man. Niggas be stunning for real. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? So the whole BMB movement, tell me, I know you guys are based at, but for the record, where you guys based out of?
We're based out of Detroit, Michigan.
Of course, Detroit is in the building. And it's the last time I gotta ask you, matter of fact, why you sitting right here? You know, while he's sitting right here, we gonna ask him some real questions. You know what I'm saying? Since we got him right here, you know what I'm saying? But how did y'all? First of all, Trick, you know what I'm saying? Which is Trick is BMB, right?
No, he's not anymore. I started with Trick back in '97. You know what I'm saying? And since then, he had formed a company called GSM,
right?
Goon Squad Mafia. And as of probably about a year and a half ago, he just started doing his own thing. We had a mutual agreement for him to do his own thing.
All right. So, but I was right. He was with BMB.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
He's BMB at heart.
Right. Okay. So I was just trying to make sure, because I was like, I said that live on the air, so I don't want to look a dick. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I haven't heard this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I knew he was. But anyway, here's the thing. You still got Charlie Baltimore. She's still on the label.
Yeah, I got Charlie Baltimore, Cash Doll, Little George, Fool Boy Marley, Midwest Rico, Dre Butters.
Midwest Rico. Now, I was trying to hit your roster, and I was like, I already know who Charlie Baltimore is, obviously, but Midwest Rico, we actually got a song by him that we have in rotation too. Okay. Yeah, we got that from the I think Nerve DJs was the ones that got us that music. I think that was where we got that from, the Nerve DJ pool, or maybe Vertigo. One of the two, you know what I'm saying? Because we hit the pools up sometimes, we see who's got like mad, you know, downloads and everything. So, you know, we really dig. We you know, internet radio, but we have a whole bunch of DJs on the broadcast. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make sure we dig in the crate, find people, find hot, you know what I'm saying, the new music and stuff. So Midwest Rico is a name that I'm actually familiar with before you even said that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I had already heard of your artist already, and I've already been playing this shit. We appreciate
respect as well.
We would appreciate some retweets of Midwest Rico. We would appreciate some retweets of Midwest Rico. But we play his music, you know what I'm saying, already. So that's already one of your artists that we're familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I make sure you reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
But yeah, we play the music, and he has a dope song like that song that we played by him. Because I remember I was the one that said, oh, I like that, I'm gonna play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I actually, you sitting there, but like, I know that guy. I play that song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. How is the grind going? How is BMB moving? How is everything going in Detroit?
Oh man, it's great, man. As of about 2 weeks ago, I just got my own kind of like national digital distribution deal with like 780 outlets in over 200 countries. Myself, BMB has its own distribution itself.
Right. So not via TuneCore, or not via, you know what I'm saying, like that. It's straight you, and it goes straight to all of the outlets. You're talking Pandora, Spotify, whatever. All of that shit. All of everything. All right. Is that for your roster, or is that just what you can?
No, that's what I can facilitate. Okay. Period. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm trying to structure stuff with the DJs that have been supporting me to come up with albums, own organic albums with their own beats. So I can kind of like get a worldwide, global, you know what I'm saying, presentation for what they've been doing. Okay. So being an independent label, and you've got a reputation and name, you've had marquee artists. How does that work? Being an indie, because you know, I mean, we're an indie label, but we've never had a premier artist, we've never had a national known artist. We've got people that we rocking on us, but everybody's underground. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's over here in the camp. We good with it. You know what I'm saying? We don't give shit. We do our thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But how is it when you have an independent label and you have a marquee artist with a nationally known name like back when you did have Trick or Charlie Baltimore? What's the difference when you working with an artist like that, and then you've got them on the roster with true guys who have like a real, who are really underground and who are really relatively unknown outside of their maybe they're local? Well, it basically, you just have to be in touch with the soul of the person. You know what I'm saying? Along with the visions that they have for their artistry. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like combine the two and create, you know, to do the research and create some direction for it. All right. You know what I'm saying? And secure it. If you secure all those elements, you know what I'm saying? It works for everybody.
It works out. So, but you do need the budget.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know, like
leave out the obvious.
we have you know 2 studios that generates funding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know we have a lot of other ways. They do verses. They do everything to help support.
So artists get paid for the verses now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of course, the marquee artists, but the other artists get paid for their verses.
Yeah, definitely, because we've been putting in so much work in the city to where is that everybody is requesting to be a part of some kind of way.
Is BMB still enforcing some sort of no-fly zone?
No, that's GSM. That's GSM by its lonely. You know what I'm saying? That's Trick. And I wouldn't even say he's enforcing that anymore. You know what I'm saying? He just mainly demands respect for the energy that comes through there. You know what I mean?
All right. So yeah, you know that that whole thing that went down, and we were vocal about it. You know what I'm saying? Being as though we were a radio broadcast. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, that was a radio event. It was like for us, it was like, wait a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It was like
biting their hand to feed you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, wait a minute. If that was us, we like, you know what I'm saying? We'd be like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? It'd have been you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, we wasn't together at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have been. You know what I'm saying? So I can in the voice of reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, I understand his fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't wholeheartedly like honor a lot of stuff that he addresses it. But I understand it. Yeah. Trust me, I understand it because I was there with him in the beginning.
I understand though, you're gonna respect me, you're gonna respect the fact that this is my hood shit, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that I was talking to one of the artists earlier, like him, it was one of the other artists earlier, we was talking about over here, we was talking about I think one of the major when you in your position, I would like to get your input on this. I think where everybody likes to have this epiphany about what hip-hop did wrong, blah, blah, blah. I personally think, if you stop and really analyze everything, I look at it like this. Hip-hop went wrong when hip-hop just wanted to really, everybody says hip-hop is the street, but when everybody tried to turn hip-hop into the real life hustle like the street, which means you started enforcing street rules into what is supposed to be an art form in a business, in a legit business, I think that's where everything went wrong. Because at that point, everything got devalued. Everything was all about the dollar. Everything was all about the money. Not the quality of the music, you know what I'm saying? Not how much time can you get the next mixtape off? Everything became a hustle. Right. And it got lopsided. Hip hop in the streets has to be a balance. And I think everything got out of whack when it became too infused, too much street shit going on inside this shit. And it took it away from a profitable art form and business. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where everything kind of went all the way over here, and then we started losing billions of dollars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, even more so they promoting illusion instead of like the soul of actual music and what it does to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's no messages no more.
Right, exactly.
There's no real messages. So that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So I tell people when I talk about it, and I do this stuff, and I be like, and then artists come up and they be like, nigga, I'm the really street nigga. I'm like, that's cool, but that's really not good for the culture or business at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really not good for business, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have that swagger, and if that's what you are, please, by all means, say that. Please don't say you that and you're not that. That's even worse. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying? But I think we and then it pushed over to promoters and DJs, and everybody just said, fuck it, turn this shit into a dope game. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, pay me. Fuck what you sound like, pay me. You know what I'm saying? And then everything
they don't understand why it's so hard to get their records played no more. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody is respecting what it really should be.
Exactly. So, real quick before we get ready to go, what do you see in the artist? What do you have to see in the artist as an independent label that's got some reach and got some pull and got everything in place? What do you have to see in the artist to say, yeah, I'm fucking with homie?
Well, what I have to see, first I have to see like a good righteous foundation of the person's soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you know, I do a little research on, you know, how the message that they're trying to convey. So it have to be a positive message. They have to really, and I have to really feel the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you gotta have a righteous creed. And from that point on, I can pretty much help and add all of the right nutrients.
Okay.
To make it right. But it's going to have to mean something. Okay. You know, so we're not gonna be singing about no illusional stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you're living it, you're cool. I might let you rap it, but
what's up, brother?
You gotta get some real music.
All right. That's what's up. Well, man, I think I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there may be other people who don't, you know, maybe got a little bit of info on everything, on the situations and everything. I got something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I learned something today. You know what I'm saying? I rarely learn shit because I feel like I know it. Fucking man, that's not shit. I'm just bullshit, y'all. Y'all know I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like today, you know what I'm saying, I got something out of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I wish you guys much success. I'm a champion of the independent labels. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you know, because we are in the same kind of boat. We're independent radio. It's like, you know, when you feel like you're going against Radio 1, it's like going against Universal. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying?
Say that because you know, I also got film and video distribution too. So maybe some of your clips we can run through there.
Oh yeah,
get that global sender.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to empower everybody that's been empowering me. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange of prejudice. Right. Pretty much is it.
OG man, BMB in the records, man. Y'all basically tell them where to get the what the website, where they can get the roster, get the music.
www.bmbrecords LLC of Detroit, or you can hit anybody at Charlie Baltimore, at Midwest Rico, at Poolboy Marley, at Lil George _ and at BMB Records itself.
All right, man. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure you support the independent artists and the independent grind, the independent labels. You feel what I'm saying? Sick of y'all motherfuckers going for the glamour and glitz. We gonna end that shit. If it kill us, goddammit. K1 Radio. Pause.